5 habits, $1 million, and it's definitely not as simple as that. But as you can see here from the Creator Hero dashboard, this year so far, you can see it's the 8th of December on the screenshot. We've done over $1 million in revenue at our OnlyFans agency. And I'm just going to run through the 5 habits that's helped me and helped my friend, my business partner, reach this amount of revenue in such a short period of time. So the first thing you need to consider when you're like, okay, I need to make a lot of money, I want to change my life, I'm not happy with how much I'm making, I'm not happy with my day-to-day routine, all this. The first thing you need to think about is picking a skill or a business that's actually got the potential to reach the figures like I just showed you. Can I make $1 million with this business every year? Can I make 10 million? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. And from my experience, the main 3 that I've seen right now, or a combination of these 3 is even better. But the main 3 right now that's the easiest way to reach these sorts of numbers is 1, crypto, 2, OnlyFans management, or doing OnlyFans yourself if you're a creator, and 3, having a personal brand. And all of these go really, really well together. Because say you have an OnlyFans account, or you manage OnlyFans accounts, but you also have a really big personal brand, you have a big Instagram account, or you have a big YouTube. You can use your YouTube to give you credibility to get you a bunch of clients. Or if you're an OF creator, you have a huge Instagram account. You can use that Instagram account to get a bunch of subscribers on the OnlyFans. It all works really, really well together. And when you do make that money, you can put it into crypto and multiply it even further. So that's the first thing. You need to pick a skill, pick a business that has huge profit potential, and make it a habit to practice the skill, learn about the skill, obsess about this skill till you become good enough to make the sort of money you want to make. And this is the stupid meme where it's like, oh yeah, like 24/7 grind, I need to work all the time. But it's actually not a meme. Like, I'd say for the past 2 years, I've had maybe 1 or 2 days off working. And this doesn't mean every single day you have to grind for 16 hours a day, not sleep, all this bullshit. You just have to at least put in a little bit of work each day to keep the momentum you've got and keep the business thriving the way it is and keep it improving. Otherwise, if you start taking days off here and there, you start slacking, you'll notice everything will either come to a standstill or will start slowly dropping off. So you do need to be like building that into your routine, making it a habit that every single day you're going to work on your business, you're going to work on your skill set. You're going to do a little bit just to keep improving and keep moving forward. So cool, you've got the right business model and you're working every day on this business model. What else do you need to do? Well, once you start making that first bit of money, it's very easy. I know I did. When you first start making your first 5,000 a month, your first 10,000 a month, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm rich. And then you're gonna start spending way more than you originally were. So you were working, you were making 2K a month, you're probably spending like 2K a month as well. Since you have that extra money coming in, you might be like, oh, I can move to a nicer place, I can get a nicer car, I'm gonna move abroad, I'm gonna start traveling. And all this stuff is great, and I would, if you do like make a little bit of money at first, do like go and spend the money, go enjoy it, like actually feel the fruits of your labor. But after that, you need to tone it down and you need to watch your expenses, because if you're making $45,000 in revenue and you're spending $45,000 in revenue, cool, your lifestyle's amazing, everything's going great, it might look great from the outside, but what if your business suddenly comes to an end? What if something bad happens? What if you get sick and you can't work on the business anymore? All of this stuff. What happens when, because everything might be going perfect in the moment, but inevitably something bad's going to happen. You're going to need the money for something. You might have a fat tax bill that you didn't plan for. So if you're spending everything, you're not really making any progress, you're just spinning your wheels, wasting a bunch of money and a bunch of opportunity to create a bunch more wealth. So if you start making a bunch of money, make sure you are putting like half away, you're investing it into other things, like either you're going into property or you're going into crypto, anything like this. You're just putting the money aside so you can turn it into something else, or you can switch business model in the future. You don't want to trap yourself in a business because you're making all this money and spending all of it, but you absolutely hate your life and you're just stuck there because of the money. And after you've spent, say, a year, 6 months, you've got your business to $100,000 a month. That's completely realistic with crypto, OFM, building a sick personal brand. You've reached $100,000 in revenue a month. Maybe you're profiting half of that, a quarter of that, whatever it might be. Me, personally, I definitely just sacrificed a bunch of my health, sleep, diet, training, all of that just goes out the window and you're 100% focused on just making money, growing the business, moving forward with that. And you might think, oh, it's okay, like I'm doing what I have to do. But realistically, it's not that hard to just eat a few healthy meals a day, train for half an hour, train for 1 hour, 3, 4 times a week. And what I found with this is, instead of living like the unhealthy bodybuilder lifestyle where you're like, I've got to eat 4,000 calories of high protein, and your stomach feels like shit, you just feel dead all the time, you have no energy because you're forcing all these meals down, you're not doing any cardio. Instead of doing the unhealthy bodybuilder lifestyle to try and look good, it's way, way better just to start doing cardio, start doing boxing, something like that. Because what you'll find, like when I started doing boxing, my energy is way, way higher than it ever was when I was doing all the bodybuilding workouts, everything like that. The boxing, or whatever you choose. Like, it could be sprinting, it literally could be anything. When you do develop a better level of cardio, you're going to find you need less hours of sleep. You just have way more energy and you're in a way better mood through the whole day. And if you have that, what do you think? Your work's going to get worse or it's going to get better? I'm pretty sure it's going to get better. So just by avoiding processed foods, getting high protein, not eating a bunch of shit, and training a bit of cardio, training a bit of boxing every week, you're going to find your work's going to improve, your life's going to improve, and you won't slip into a downward spiral with your health and everything like most business owners do. And finally, another thing that's really, really going to help you, a habit you should get into, is solving people's problems. And the people's problems you want to be solving is people in your industry or people in industries you want to get into and you want to have the knowledge or the help because you're not too sure about how everything works in that industry, but you want to get into it, you can see an opportunity there. With that, you can contact these people, say even through Instagram DM or like private Telegram groups, all this bullshit. You can contact these people, and instead of just begging them to help you because they're just going to sell you something, you can ask them about their problems. You can find out what's going on with their business, what they're struggling with, like how you could actually help them. Because if you've spent the past like 3-6 months on business, you've probably learned a bunch of lessons and you've probably implemented things into your business that could help someone, even who's making 10, 20 times the amount of money. You can still help them with what you've learned in the business because you probably had a unique experience to them. You know things they don't, and obviously you know they know things that you don't know. So if you share that with them, you help them out, they're probably going to help you along the way as well. They're going to have that rapport built with them, they're going to like you, and they're going to feel obliged. They're like, oh, this guy helped me in the past, I should probably help him out with this. And you can start building these relationships that can open a bunch of doors. Say you're stuck getting clients, someone finds it super easy to get clients, but their messaging side of their Earth account, their chatting, is really trash, but yours is really good. You can help them with their chatting, you can help them build a good team, and in exchange, they might help you land a few high-paying clients. It's really simple as that. If you implement those 5 habits, I don't really see how you can fail in the current world with all the current opportunities going on. If you want to ask me any questions about like how I got started or what's the best way to start, everything like that, just contact me either through Instagram or the free Discord or free Telegram links in my description.